Today we are going to learn how to represent irrational numbers on number line. This is very important representation on the number line by using a famous theorem, namely Pythagoras theorem. By using Pythagoras theorem, how to represent these irrational numbers. Such example, for example, I will teach you this root 2, root 3, root 5, how to represent on the number line in this video. Try to learn, and also we can represent the other irrational, all the irrational numbers on the number line. Whatever the steps I will follow here, you do the same to get the perfect answer. Okay, for example, let's take that how to represent root 2 is on a number line. We must know that what is the value of root 2. Let's see here, I have a calculator. Let's see root 2 value. Let's 2 root 2 value is that 1.414. Yes, root 2 value is that 1.414. Root 3 value is 1.732. Yes, you can see that root 3 value is that 1.732. Yes, root 5 value is similarly 2.236. Yes, 5 root, fifth root is that 2.236. Yes, these are the values today we are going to be represent on the number line. First of all, we need a ruler. Let's take a ruler and we draw a line. And we draw a line here. Yes, let's take it here. The center point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here 2 centimeters have taken as a 1 centimeter to see you people very clearly. If I take only 1 centimeter here, this distance, you cannot see clearly here. To avoid that problem, and taking a 2 centimeter and considering that 2 centimeter as a 1 centimeter. Okay, normally you people take it on the paper and notebook, just 1 centimeter you take as a 1 point. Here you locate 1 centimeter as a 1 point here. Here I have done to make it you clearly and visible. I have taken a 2 centimeter as a 1 centimeter. Not to confuse, in the notebook you go for 1 centimeter as a 1 dot. Okay, here see, next this is I put as a center point, no? The negative side also I will take it the same way. Yes, here minus 2, here is 0, minus 1, minus 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, that means in this way you draw a number line by using a ruler or scale. With a scale you draw a number line and put that 1, 2, 3, 4 with a fixed distance. That unit distance should be same. Here to here is 1, here to here is 2. That means the distance from the every unit should be equal. Every unit should be equal. What I am saying? Okay. Now next, let's see what we are going to represent now. Root 2. Okay. We are going to represent root 2 on the number line. So how we get the root 2 here? Let's see. Okay, what we do it now? Simple thing. If you need a root 2 by using Pythagoras theorem. What is Pythagoras theorem? Here is that the Pythagoras theorem. The square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. Suppose root 2 you need know. You take here to here 1, and from this one perpendicularly you take one more unit distance. The same distance what I have taken here. Here 1 unit point is, it is 1 unit. The same 1 unit take it here now. Okay, same 1 unit will take it here. Yes, same 1 unit. This distance and this distance. This is 1 and this is 1 unit. Yes. Now, what will be the distance here? What will be the distance here? To know that this distance, see, it is perpendicular 90 degrees. So, this is a hypotenuse. So, square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. That means here 1 square plus 1 square. Let's take this is O and this is A and this is B. Here OA square equal to OA square equal to OB square plus AB square, or not AB square plus OB square, whatever. So here OA square equal to this 1 square plus 1 square. OA square equal to 1 square is 1, 1 square is again 1. Then OA equal to here 1 plus 1 is 2. This square you transfer this side, square root. That means you get here root 2. Here we get a root 2. 1 plus 1 is nothing but here you get root 2. And that means this is what root 2 we need to represent on the number line. Now it is very simple now to be draw that. Now you take a compass. Now we got the root 2 distance here. On the number line we won't get a root 2. But now we got here this distance from O to A. The distance is root 2. That root 2 we have to take it as a root 2 distance. We have to take it as a radius on this compass. Let's take it. O. Fix it here. This OA is known as a root 2 distance or radius. Now simple. This is you keep it at O or 0 and draw a line. That means draw an arc. Simple. Now with the OA distance, the radius, we have drawn an arc. Now it is intersecting the number line here. It's nothing but root 2 only. When you measure it exactly, you get 1.141. Sorry, 1.414. The root 2 value 1.414 you will get it. I hope you understand this. Now we represent root 3. We represent the root 3 same way. So see, to represent root 3, we must know that how to represent root 2. How to represent the root 2. So already we have learned that how to represent the root 2 here. Now already we have learned how to represent the root 2. Let's go for how to represent root 3 on the number line. Now we go for root 3 on the number line. Simple. First we need to draw the root 2, then we go for root 3. Root 2 is simple. This is 1 unit and we have to take perpendicularly one more unit on 1. Yes. Now this distance, this is 1 unit and this is 1 unit. This is root 2. Now simple. Now what we need to do it for root 3. Root 3, here simple. Now from here, it is suppose A and this is B. This OA is root 2. Now when you take here, now by using same Pythagoras theorem, yes, square root of root 2 whole square plus 1 whole square. What will give us? So here square and square root cancel. 2 plus 1 square is 1. That is equal to root 3. We get the root 3. That means root 2 and 1 unit we require. That 1 unit you need to be taking from here again. From the A. Perpendicularly by taking 90 degrees. See exactly 90 degrees you locate here. Keep it here. The protractor. 90 degrees. Here it is 90 degrees. Exactly. This side. Yes. From there, draw a line. Exactly 1 unit again. We have to take one more unit. Because already we have root 2 units. Let's take one more unit. See, this angle should be 90 degrees. How we got 90 degrees here, same way we should get 90 degrees. Now it is root, one more unit. Here root 2 and here 1 unit. Root 2 units and one more unit. That will give us root 3. Now join this. Yes. Now this completely. Root 2 units plus 1 unit. That is nothing but root 3. Simple. Now we take a compass. Take this distance as a radius. Now this distance is root 3 units. Now this distance you have to take on a compass as a radius and draw an arc. Draw an arc. Draw an arc properly. Okay. That you will get exactly 732. 1.732 will get exactly. It is very smooth to draw it here. Yes. Now this distance is exactly, if you measure, you will get 1.3 equal to 1.732. You take a scale and measure the distance from the O or 0. From 0 to this intersection point on the number line will give us 1.732. Nothing but this is root 3 value. Now we have learned how to represent root 2 and root 3 on the number line. Root 5 also can be represented by continuous line. Here you take one more unit. Now this distance become root 4. Again one more unit. This distance become root 5. From there you take this as a radius. This O to here, 0 to here, you take as a radius of the compass and draw an arc. You get that root 5 value. In this way you can do it. There is an alternate method again. I will also teach you that. Listen. As we know that root 4 value is 2. Root 4 value is 2. Root 5 value is 2.236. So let me draw a number line now. Draw a number line. See, take a units. Put the points on the units. And left side also you take it same. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, minus 1 and minus 1. We are going to be representing now root 5 on number line. Okay, let's see. Root 5, let's see. From 0 to 2 units you take. Because this distance is 2 units. Because root 5 is after root 4. So root 5 is after root 4. So root 4 value is 2. So take a 2 units now. Take a 2 units. By using Pythagoras theorem, square root of here root 2 square, that means 2 square plus you take a one more square, one more unit here as a perpendicular. You take a one more unit here perpendicular. Yes, this is perpendicular. Okay, now this is 2 units and this is 1 unit. See that when you join these two units and 1 unit, 2 square plus 1 square. So 2 square is 4, 1 square is 1. That is square root of 5. That means you get this distance as root 5. Now we got a root 5 distance. Here we got 2 units and 1 unit. We got root 5 distance. Okay. Now this root 5 distance you take as a radius. It's very simple method now. Root 5. Yes. This is you take as a radius, and with this radius, without disturbing this radius, keep at 0 only and draw an arc. Now this arc is intersecting our line at here. Now take a ruler and measure this distance. Measure this distance. Exactly, you get this distance as a 2.236. Nothing but this is root 5. Root 5. In this way, we can represent the irrational numbers on the number line. Suppose you want to be represent root 10 on the number line. How can you represent? Simple. The root 10. How can we represent root 10 on the number line? So here itself I will tell you. Listen very carefully now. Now root 10. How can we represent on the number line? See, root 10 value we don't know, but root 9 is, that is 3. So this root 10 is after the root 9. So here you take a 3 units as a distance. Because by using Pythagoras theorem, listen here, by using Pythagoras theorem here, 3 square plus this 1 unit. This 1 unit. This is 1 unit. Here 3 units and 1 unit. 3 square units plus 1 square unit. 3 square is 9, 1 unit. Under root of 9 plus 1 is 10. That means we get root 10 distance. Here, from here to O, draw a line. Finish. Now this is 3 units and this is 1 unit. By using Pythagoras theorem, now this distance you will get root 10. the root 10 distance. Now, the root 10 distance you take on the compass. Now, this is the radius of the root 10. Keep it O and draw an arc. Draw an arc. Now, this arc is intersecting on the line here. This is exactly root 10 position. We don't know the root 10 value. Let's see the root 10 value once. Here, 10 root. Root 10 value is 3.162. 3.162. Here, exactly after 3, you get 3.162. Exactly, you get the same value if you represent. I hope you understand. Here, not only for the positive irrational number, it can be also, we can draw also negative irrational number like minus root 2 value, minus root 3 value, minus root 5 value, minus root 10 values. This we can represent on the number line. But this side, negative side will represent. Here we are doing positive side because we got a positive irrational numbers. So we have taken a positive number side. If you are getting a negative irrational number, so you take a negative side as a, the same distance, same process you do the negative side of this integer number line. So you can represent in this way these all numbers. In our next video, I will tell you that how to represent under root of 6.4, this square root of 6.4, square root of 5.1, square root of 5.3 and square root of 15.2. These kind of irrational numbers with the decimal numbers. Irrational numbers, square root of numbers with the decimal numbers. Square root of decimal numbers. How to represent on the number line, that I will explain you in my next video. Till that time only practice these kind of irrational numbers. Okay, I'll give you some homework. You try it on the paper. So represent root 6 on the number line, root 7, root 8, root 10, root 2 also, root 3, practice also root 5 and root 11, root 13, root 12. This all you practice as a homework. Okay, then you will get an idea how to represent these irrational numbers on the number line. Not only positive this, we also go for the negative. If you know the positive, we will also get the negative irrational numbers how to represent on the number line. Wait for our next video to learn more interesting again. This is one method, and these kind of numbers how to represent on the another method. In another method also there for this. To represent these numbers, there is another method. I will teach you that another method and decimal, square root of decimal numbers how to represent on the number, and also I will teach you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Keep practice and keep learning.